welcome to my channel. I just wanted to respond to some things that I've heard and seen on the social medias, and just to check up with you guys and everything. So I just graduated college. Yay me. Just graduated college last week, and I'm actually celebrating today with family at a dinner in Williamsburg. I wanted to give a shout out to Westlight. It's a really good spot. I'm going for like the fourth time. This is like my fourth time going, and it's in Williamsburg, Avenue N. For those of you that's in the Brooklyn area, Westlight, Google it. And it's the L train to Bedford. So I wanted to respond to a lot of the videos that I've seen about nail shops and hair shops. And this is a public service announcement. You guys probably already know and started doing it. We need to start doing our own shit. Like, seriously, we need to start doing our own nails. We need to start doing our own hair, or if not doing our own hair, make sure you speak up, because these people are reckless. And it's not just a black thing. Some people, it's one girl, her name is Irene, and I love her story times, and she had a video of she don't support black businesses, and then months later she did a video about how an Asian business messed her up. And she said it, she finally came to terms of, it's not even about race anymore, it's just people in general. When they know that you're gonna keep coming back, human nature, they're not gonna get better, because they know that you're gonna keep coming back. They're gonna that you're gonna keep tipping them. That's one thing me personally, I do not tip. I repeat, I do not tip. I'm not tipping you. It's already expensive. Why am I tipping you? Like, the only time I tip is if I'm in a restaurant and that person is exceptional. Like, they're doing the most in a professional way. Like, they're checking up on me. They're making sure everything's good. Like, then yeah, I'll give that person a tip. But I'm not giving you a tip and you have an attitude and you like, hurry up and order. At that point, I'm walking out. I live in New York City, not for nothing, and I understand other places like Texas and stuff. First of all, Texas is very big from what I heard, but I'm not in some suburb where I'm stuck at one place and at one location. I live in New York City, Brooklyn, and we have thousands, if not hundreds of places to go to eat, get our nails done, get our hair done. Please, I could be in my neighborhood, or I could take a bus, train 20 minutes to go somewhere else. It's never that serious. So I wanted to address that. I wanted to let people know, which they're already doing, is it's okay to wear your natural nails. I keep them clean, I buff them. There's nothing wrong with having your natural nails. And we as a people, and as black women, we do so much to look good. And I was just thinking about this morning, like, men don't really do much. They might go to the gym, the ones who do, and they'll get a outfit and a haircut. We the ones getting weaves, wigs, lashes, and I'm not throwing shade to any of that, because I love all of it. I wear my lashes when I want to, and I definitely will put on a wig when need be. But you ladies, you don't have to do all of that to be beautiful. You know, there's a woman on YouTube, and she's, 24, never been on a date, but she has all this makeup and all this stuff, and it's not to throw shade at her, but it just shows you that all of that is not going to attract a man. It's really not. So if you doing it, do it for you. Don't do it for no nigga. Don't do it for nobody. Do it for you. Like, I got my butterfly locks finally the way I wanted. And so my stylist, I don't know if y'all seen the other video, but I did not like my hair the other time. I got a lot of compliments for that hair, but I did not like it. She did not do it the way I wanted to. She told me that I needed to get other hair, it was the wrong hair, da da da. So when I have this hair, she's like, oh, this the wrong hair. It's not the wrong hair, it's just she don't know how to perfect it. She don't know how to make the braids disappear. So even with this, some of my like braids are popping out, but it's fine because I covered it up with the gold or whatever. But this is the way I wanted it. It's medium length. I don't like all of that stuff, you know, that extra that I had. And she basically was trying to bully me into, no, I'm not gonna go buy extra hair because you say so. You are the stylist, I'm the client. You're gonna do what I say. I'm the paying customer. This is not a gift card. It's not for free. I'm paying for this. And we need to start as a people, black women, demand service. Demand that, and if they don't want to do it, you get up and leave. I've never sat there and argued with somebody and begged somebody to do a service for me. Baby, if you don't want to do it, there's somebody else who will. Literally. It was a girl that I saw on YouTube. She paid $300 for nails. She admitted in her video that it was overpriced. But you still paid. Why? And then the lady at the end of the day finally admitted to her that it was overwhelming. Like, I don't know the girl, but she came off as very, very picky. And there's nothing wrong with that when you're paying for something. Nothing wrong with it. But at the end of the day, you know, she just came off a little extra. So maybe the lady felt like, oh, you know, she's like very, very critical. And some people don't like that. So, but either way, the nail tech was wrong, because she should have told the girl like, hey, I don't really want to do your nails. Like, I just don't want to do your nails. Don't do what she did and lie on the girl saying you short of $70. And I could understand as a client myself, like that would upset me. First of all, for me, I remember when I don't get tips anymore because I was told by a black woman nail tech, shout out to black nail salons, holla, that acrylic is no good for the nail. So after she told me that, and plus of what I was going through with my nails, I noticed that it would take off your own nail. That's something that people don't really know or pay attention to. When you take off the nails, your own nail starts to shed and becomes weaker and weaker. So I've been getting nails since the age of 15, and I finally, which was I would say 2004, and so I stopped getting nails in 2017. So for 13 years I was getting nails. I didn't get it all the time, but I would definitely get it at least 3-4 times a year, sometimes 5. Back in high school, I had nails every month. I was in the nail salon all the time. Once I became an adult and started paying for it, I got it done less because it's expensive. But yeah, so nails used to be $20 if y'all over 30. Nails used to be $20 with free design. Now it's you gotta pay $5 per design and stuff. No. The most I ever paid for nails tips was about $45. I feel like it might have been $55. 55, and that was a while back. And I've never, and I go in the hood, I've never had stones fall out. So to see a girl go through that is like, I felt so bad for her. Like, she spent $300 and stones was falling out. First of all, if it was me, I'm not texting you, I'm not gonna call you. I'm coming up to the shop and you're gonna give me my money back. I don't give second chances. I don't. Just recently, my father stopped going too because he noticed that they was messing up his dry cleaning. So I have a Burberry coat, very expensive, and it was given to me as a gift in 2009 by a trade school that I went to. They were very generous. Like, they gave toys for the kids. I think they were connected to a nonprofit or something, but very good school. The way to work. I don't know if they're still open now, but anyway. So when we completed the class and was giving out certification and stuff, they gave us Burberry coats. So I kept it. Of course, I still got it today. So there was like a white stain on my coat. I sent it to the cleaners. My father is the cleaners by him because the cleaners by me didn't survive the pandemic. So I send it by him, and he gives it back to me. It's a stain on it. I went right up there. I'm like, give me my money back. That's exactly how I said it. I said, I want my money back. He's like, oh, it's no stain. I said, mister, and I showed it to him. I said, that's not a stain. He's like, that's not a stain. So basically, you got these people that are delusional, and they will try to brainwash you like you're crazy. I'm not crazy. The Lord blessed me with very good eyesight, and that's a stain on my stuff. And what are you talking about? So when he said that, I didn't argue with him. I'm not gonna argue. It's New York City. I could take it anywhere. But what I did was, I was like, you know what? I have a stain remover in my house. I have soap, and I did it myself. And there's nothing wrong with doing stuff yourself. The fact that he would, and he gave me my money back. He's like, yeah, because he knew in his mind, oh, this girl not gonna give up. Yeah, give me my money back. And I'm not gonna say please, because as far as I'm concerned, you're a scammer. You take people's dry cleaning and you give it to them the exactly same way that they brought it. Oh no, you got me messed up. Like, no, you're gonna give me my money back. And that's exactly how I said it. Like, I don't care. Like, if I feel like you're playing me, I'm gonna be purposefully rude as hell. And to be honest with you, sometimes that's what it takes, because my face and my body type, people take me for a joke, so I have to be aggressive. And some people might disagree, whatever. Listen, baby, what works for you works for you. Now, there have been times when I have been classy, and yes, I got good results. Yes, like when my flight was delayed, for example. I was very polite. I was like, so what are y'all gonna do about this? Like, my flight is delayed, XYZ. They like, oh, sorry. I said, so y'all not gonna, and I was like, can I speak to a manager? And so I spoke to a manager, and guess what? They put $300 on credit for flight money. And for some people, that's not a lot, but guess what? It's the thought that counts, and that's something. $300 flight if I wanted to. And they gave me and my son a food voucher, because they know they was wrong. You're not giving me an explanation as to why my flight is delayed. The weather was perfect in LA and New York. So make it make sense as to why our flight is delayed. 3 different people told me 3 different stories. And I told the manager this. I was like, yo, this is unacceptable. Like, if the flight is delayed, stick to one thing. Your employees are all over the place. And he apologized and low-key was embarrassed, because the flight is delayed. You're not giving me any explanation. And Universal Studios, that's not their problem. So I went to them. I was like, yo, we missed a whole day. I paid for 2 days in the park. We was there for 1. Universal Studios said, I'm sorry, ma'am. That's just the way it is. And I explained that to the manager, and he felt bad. And so because of that, I was able to get a food voucher. I did not have to pay for food. And if I wanted to, fly with them again for free. But I didn't fly with them because that was just a turn off, that my flight was delayed going and coming back. Like, no. But in that situation, yes, I was very classy. I didn't have to get ratchet because the manager heard me out. Other situations, unfortunately, guys, you have to get ratchet, because these people take us for a joke. They think because we're women that we're a joke. No, we're not a joke. At the end of the day, our money matters. And if it don't matter, we can go somewhere else and patronize. And my father always taught me, the giver is the person in charge. We are in charge. They're not gonna like tell us that, but we are the black people we are the biggest consumers. Do you ever see an Asian person getting their nails done? To be honest with you, you barely even see Mexicans. They don't get their nails done at all. White women, they get their nails done, but it's very few of them. Compared to us, very few of them. Your average white girl, to be honest with you, they wash their hair and they do their hair themselves, and they will never put polish on their nail. And guess what? Their men, I'm not going to say their men are perfect, but yeah, their men are happy with them. Their men are not going on social media complaining about, oh, fake this, fake that. You know, their men are content with their women. Let's keep it real. You know, to each his own. And, you know, sometimes habits are very hard to break. But let's try to embrace our natural beauty. Let's try to embrace, like, I'll never forget, like, growing up. And my mom stopped getting perms when I was in second grade because it went up $5. She wasn't with it. Like, it's not that, it never damaged her hair. But she was like, no, it went up $5. That's it. She was done. And for me, I never got a perm. And I used to beg my mother, can I get a perm? Da-da-da. And people would ask me, like, do you have a perm? Because, listen, shout out to the Trinis that used to do my hair. West Indian women are the most talented when it comes to natural hair. Like, I don't know what's in their hands, but y'all are just amazing. And it's a shame that there's, you know, no shade to Dominicans, because y'all are good too. The Dominicans took over. Like, in my neighborhood, East New York, Brownsville, the Dominicans took over. But when I was growing up in the 90s, it was Trinidadian women that were doing hair. And they did it very well. Very well. And people would ask me, ooh, you got a perm? No, my mother won't let me. My mother never let me get a perm. And to this day, I'm 33, I've never had a perm. And when I get my washing set, it stays for a month. Guess what? I'm old school, so you know what I do at night when I get my washing set? I wrap it and I put them pins in. I sure do. I have my wigs, I'm not going to front, but I cannot wear a wig every day because that's not the way I grew up. My mother never wore wigs. My father wouldn't let it, even if she wanted one. Nah, he hates wigs. Like, nah. My mom is natural. Her hair is a little bit more coarse than mine, so when she gets her, like, it was one lady, her name was Colette, and when she would do my mother's hair, it would stay straight. But she's the only one that knew how to tame my mother's hair. But my mom, she can get it done today, and within a week it's like bushy. But she rocks it, and it looks good on her. You know, her natural hair, her natural state. And that's what I grew up on. So I appreciate that. Like, when I was younger, I'd be like, why my mom? But I appreciate that. So if you see me with lashes and makeup and stuff, trust and believe I'm going out somewhere really, really nice. Or you know, like my birthday. I'm not gonna lie, I wore lashes, I wore makeup, but I took it off the next day. And I had remembered, I was like, you know what, I never wore my real hair for my birthday. And I remember telling my boyfriend that, like, I think I'm gonna wear my real hair. He was like, yeah, wear your real hair. And no shade to Dominicans, they don't know how to curl it the way I wanted it curled. So I curled my hair, and it came out really dope. And I'm like, I could do this. Like, I could. Now for me, it's kind of hard for me to press my own hair because it's longer now. When it was short to a bob, I had cut it in 2010. So I used to do my own hair, no problem. But when it's like, because my real hair is this length, so it's kind of harder for me to do it myself. But when I get my wash and go, I'm great. I keep it for a month if I want to. Sometimes I don't. I put it in a ponytail after 2 weeks if I feel like it, because I don't feel like combing it and laying it down and putting pins in it all the time. But for the most part, I'm good. I'm good. And I just think that if more black women tell other black women, like, listen, you're beautiful the way you are. You know, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. Nothing wrong with wearing makeup. But if it's to the point of you're in your mid-20s and 30s and you've never had a date, maybe it's time to start, like, being natural. I'm just saying, like, do what works for you, ladies. I would never tell nobody how to live their life. But, yeah, that's just my public service announcement. We as women, like, the videos just, I don't know why y'all so nice. Like, if you feel any type of, you have to learn how to use discernment. My father's favorite word is discernment. Use your discernment. If you feel in your heart that somebody don't want to do your nails or your hair, don't patronize. It's okay to get up and leave, truthfully, because you're paying for this. We go to work, we work hard, we have bills to pay. If you don't have bills, whatever, it's your money, correct? Or your father's money, or your man's money. However you know, it doesn't matter how you get your money. You are paying a service. And if the person is not doing what they need to be doing, you don't need to be patronizing. What are we doing? Like, then on top of that, they giving you a bad service, and then y'all tipping them? Y'all tipping these people? That's why they keep doing what they do. And when somebody like me come along, y'all got me messed up. Y'all got me messed up. First of all, if I don't like it, you're going to do it over. That's first of all. Second of all, I'm not tipping you. Like, y'all are expensive enough. Really? And then pay close attention. And I'm going to say this too, with the food as well. You got to be careful what you're putting into your bodies as well. My boyfriend last night, I guess he was hungry, got lamb over rice from a corner store. I don't know why he thought that was okay, and it messed up his stomach. And I asked him, I said, have you ever seen them eat their own lamb over rice? Even from the vendors in the street, let's keep it real. Do you ever see them eating their own food? They human just like us. But are they eating their own food? When I go, I don't really eat Chinese. But when I do go there, I've never seen them eat their own food. If they do, they're eating the white rice. But pay close attention to that. Just like, and I'm not throwing no shade, would you go to an African for a wash and set? Hell no. Why? They don't have no hair. Let's keep it real. Just like the lady I went to. That was my second and last time I'm going to her. She had a nerve to say, oh, my hair thinning out. First of all, my hair is not thinning out. It's very thick. And she was just, her vibe, she's just jealous I have hair. You gotta be careful with who touches your hair. And I remember my stylist, because when I was growing up, 2 people touched my hair. We went to the same Trini lady for years. I moved to Brownsville, and so naturally, I don't go to her no more. I mean, it's, you know, life happens, and also my mother told me she was rude to her and my best friend at the time. I don't even talk to neither one of them, but I stopped going. And I was thinking, like, why did I stop going to her? Because she had beef with them. I never had a problem with her. I was, you know, but whatever. I was a loyal person back then. I'm still loyal, but whatever. But, you know, stop patronizing these people that's disrespectful. That's disrespecting you. Stop begging them for a service. Stop. It's time for us to go to somebody that's professional and or do it yourself. And there's nothing wrong, especially with lashes. Y'all, they got lashes in rainbows now. Lashes are everywhere. All you need is the lashes and the glue. If you don't know how to do it, you could, I'm pretty sure there's, you know, videos on YouTube Or like I did, I went to a makeup artist and that person showed me. And I've been good ever since. Good to go. And I had commented on a girl, um, Dow TV. I forgot what her subscription is, but I told her, I was like, do it yourself, sis. It'll probably look better because you know how you want it to look. You know, tutorials. We got all these resources, so you don't have to rely on someone. Even with butterfly locks, like I seen a video and I'm like, wow, that looks so easy to do. All you have to do is put your thumb and wrap it around. Like I could have did it myself, but me being so used to somebody else doing something and paying them, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, ladies, pay attention to spirits, pay attention to vibes. It's very important. Pay attention to that, because let's keep it real. Why are these people messing up people's hairs and nails? Because they know that you're coming back. They know that you're not going to say anything. Let's keep it real. It's just human nature. It's just like a job, right? If I know I could do anything I want to do and I could come in late and nobody's going to say anything, why would I come on time? Right? Think about it. Imagine if you had a job and you're just late all the time and nobody says anything. Are you going to come on time? No, you're not, because you're like, I can come in when I want and nobody's saying anything to me. It's human fucking nature. Like, we're all human. We respond to things that's allowed. If somebody puts our foot down, like, ooh, the boss coming, we straighten our backs and yeah, it's human nature. Like, it's okay. It's human nature. And these people are human at the end of the day. So if you, and my boyfriend's guilty of it too, we went to a sugar factory Valentine's Day weekend and he tipped the guy. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, this guy was horrible. Like, first of all, I didn't get my food at all. We sat there and waited for an hour and a half and I didn't get my food. And you tipping this guy. So mentally, he feels like he did a good job and he's going to do it again. Now, me not getting my food, truth, right, it's not his fault. But all he had to tell me was, miss, you're not going to get your food. I'm sorry. I told the manager, but would you like to order something else? Or I really apologize. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. He didn't check up on me. He didn't ask me anything. Terrible service. Terrible. Horrible. And then when we looked on the reviews after the fact, everybody felt the same way. And this is the one in Queens, y'all. The one in Manhattan is good. Queens, I think the attitude is like they know that people are going to be there regardless because the casino is there. And the hotel is there, Hyatt. This is a Resorts Casino in Aqueduct. So the attitude is like, we don't have to, because people are going to naturally come there because it's, oh, let's get something to eat before we head to the casino type thing. So they're going to always have customers. That's how they feel. We both agreed that we're not going back there. You know, because the service was so horrible. But he still gave him a tip. And I'm like, why would you do that? Like, if somebody doesn't deserve a tip, stop giving these people tips. Like, yo, I've been to a lot of fancy restaurants in my life. French restaurants, Italian restaurants. And let me give y'all a secret. A lot of white people, they do not tip. I watch them. I scope it. They do not tip. You know who does the most tipping? Us. We tip the most. I'm telling y'all, do the research. We really are the biggest consumers. If you don't trust me, you don't believe me, do the research. We are the biggest consumers. Stop the madness. Stop patronizing these people that disrespect you. Granted, of course, we have to patronize. It's the world we live in. Sometimes you can't always find a black business. But for me, consciously, I purposefully try to support a black business at least once a month. Like, I be like, What did I do this month? I got my hair done. Okay, that's natural. You have to get your hair done. Okay, check. Um, there's a smoothie shop up the block from me. If I'm in the area, I buy a smoothie. Not just because I want it, but to support black businesses. If we become selfish like other cultures, we are like a force to be reckoned with. Like they can't stop us. And they know that. And they know that. Another thing I wanted to talk about is Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels, a lot of things he said was disrespectful and rude. The delivery was harsh, but some of the things he said was kind of right too. He was speaking on what I would consider a basic man. So a basic man, he could deal with basic stuff. A woman with no kids or one kid. A woman who, doesn't really have a lot going on. But it takes a great man to be able to deal with the problems and the issues that a woman has. None of us are perfect. So you could be a man with 6 figures, a 6-pack, and what's the other 6 he said? And that's the devil number, by the way, 666. But what he said? 6 figures, a 6-pack, and I forget the other 6. But anyway, so you don't need all of that to get a real woman. Because guess what? I'm going to tell you a little story. Michelle Obama and Barack Obama. When they met, Barack Obama had nothing. And I'm not saying you should fall in love with potential. But she knew that Barack was going to be something great. She stood by his side. Right? Barack Obama did not have 6 figures when they met. Barack Obama did not have, to my notion, I don't think he has a 6-pack. But she took him, she dated him, she hooked him up. Someone told me, I don't know if this is true, but I look up to him. I look up to them as a couple. She helped him get an internship, I believe, because they both have law degrees. So when you in school in general, you need an internship. You need some type of experience. So I heard that she helped him get an internship, and that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's the best thing you could do for your man. He's ambitious and you're helping him, and vice versa. That's a beautiful thing. That's wonderful. Building each other up. So what Kevin Samuels was like, he was telling a guy, you need to have this and that, whatever. No, you don't. Because the right woman will take you as you are and build you up, and vice versa. It shouldn't be, like one woman, she had 3 kids. And he's like, do you think a man wants you with 3 kids?